I am currently at the trailhead for Smarts Brook Trail. It is the trail I'd plan to do next from my very scientific and well-researched method, which was I started with the Welch-Dickey trail loop and just sort of zoomed out until the next trail appeared on my phone on the map, and that's the trail I picked. So it was Smart Brooks, and I'm like, okay, great, yeah, look at that trail. It's a long trail, heads up towards Sandwich Mountain. So I'll do Smarts Brook and catch some of the trail at the top of it and then come back down. This time I actually referenced the guide before I came. And as I'm reading about Smart Brook, they start listing other trails that connect to it. I'm like, what are all these other trails? Because part of redlining is you want to do any little trails that connect up. And as I turn the page, then it has the Smarts Brook area trails. And there was a whole bunch of these little trails all around crisscrossing Smarts Brook. They're actually cross-country ski trails. And as I started calculating the mileage, I realized it's over 8 miles worth of trails, not including the 10 plus miles of Smarts Brook. So I realized it was going to be too much for me to do in a single day, 18 miles when I actually just did 20 a few days ago. I needed a little bit of break, so instead of Smarts Brook, I ended up doing all of the other trails, every trail but Smarts Brook, and knocking off all of those. Pretty little stream. I wonder if it's Smarts Brook. There is more to these trails than I anticipated. These maps are much better. Like this guy right here. Where are we? This guy. Look at these little connector trails. There's another one up here, like right here, that I had not anticipated having to do, but now I'm doing them. I'm gonna do this guy. Oops, this guy right here now. The deep pine covering this trail reminds me of hiking in the fall when I was a kid. I am really happy right now. Still hiking along the brook. I looked at the map and confirmed this is Smart Brook. So pretty. So far I'm loving this trail. It's just like a walk in the woods. Beautiful, quiet, peaceful, lovely. Well, that's the Pine Flats Trail done. It was very easy, 0.8 miles. Nice little hike. Ends with a little bridge, and now I'm on to Yellow Jacket Trail. You can tell this is a cross-country trail because any place there's a little stream or depression in the trail, they've added little bridges to keep it smooth for the skiers. Well, we circled back around to Smarts Brook. Look at this flat, rocky area. This looks like a great place to sit and soak your feet or swim a little bit. Well, it's not deep enough to swim, but at least wade. You can tell there's a little path going down. Probably I'm not the only person who thought so. What's this? Guys, I love me a bridge in the woods. So I just came upon this bridge, but then I see a trail going up this way. Is that a trail? I'm not sure. But there is a board over here at the end of the bridge, so maybe it'll tell me where I need to go next. And just like that, we're at the end of the Yellow Jacket Trail. Having not seen any yellow jackets. But I don't know if they come out this early. It's only 6 a.m., so probably not. I don't think I've ever seen a bee this early in the morning. Now, the next route is to Tri-Town Trail, which this is supposed to be a 4-way intersection. That's where I came from. That's Smart's Brook. Where is Tri-Town? Well, it's probably right up there or right up the other end. So let me do a little exploring, try to find where that trail opens up. Right, that looks like it should be a 4-way intersection. So why am I not seeing Tri-Town? Do we need to go up a little bit? Let's try that. Well, I just went up Smart's Brook Trail for about 0.1 miles and no sign of Tri-Town. So I pulled out my guide and referenced it again. And it says that Yellow Jacket comes out 1.4 miles up Smart Brook and Tri-Town comes out 1.3 miles up Smart Brook. So I'm going the wrong direction, so I'm turning around and heading back down and hopefully find it soon. I found it. Well, my trail just got very narrow, more of a footpath now. So where's this little guy go? Oh, that must be that little thing I saw on the map where it just sort of branched off. But I have no idea where it goes to, so... And it wasn't mentioned in the guide, so we're just going to... Actually, no, let me walk down a little bit here, into the ferns. And then it sort of splits. Oh, it goes this way. Yeah, wonder where that goes. I'm not going to follow it because I don't have a map of it and I don't want to get lost. But interesting. I'll have to try to find out more about it when I get home. Well, isn't this picturesque? Beautiful. Well, I'm currently sitting in my car, eating my breakfast. I just finished the 3 trails. I already forget the names. Pine something, Yellow Jacket, and Tri-Town. Normally what I do is I bring my breakfast in the car and eat it on the drive here, or the drive to the mountains, because I get up so early to leave. It's usually 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, and at that point I'm not at all hungry. So usually I'll eat about an hour into my drive. But today it suddenly occurred to me that I hadn't eaten yet when I was about a mile from the parking lot. I even took the container and opened the lid and I'm like, no, I'm still not hungry. So I just decided to skip breakfast. Well, not skip breakfast. Skip eating the breakfast I had packed to eat in the car. But instead I have snacks and whatnot in my pack that I have for the trail. So I figured once I got hungry, I could just have a protein bar or a fruit snack or applesauce or something like that. And sure enough, I was about on the trail. I think I was on Yellow Jacket when I started to feel hungry, about the time when I normally eat breakfast. But I just kept hiking, and then as I was coming down Tri-Town, it occurred to me, hey, wait a second, I'm doing a loop. I'm going to be at the car in like 10 minutes. I can just eat the breakfast when I get there. So I'm taking a break and eating my breakfast. After this, I'm going to head back right out onto the trail I started on to pick up Old Waterville Road, which runs for 2.6 miles, so it'll be a 5.2 overall hike there and back to the car. So I'll see you get on the trail. All right, starting Old Waterville Road. And I'm about to put on my fleece again because I think sitting in the car eating my breakfast caused my temperature to cool down, and now it is breezy and I am getting a little chilly. Seems like a nice little trail in the woods, secluded apart from everything, except not really. I think that's going to be this entire road. That's going to be this entire trail. I'm pretty much just following along this road here. Alright, so there's a little triangle of trail where Pine Flat meets Yellow Jacket, and this goes up to it. So I'm going to do that little triangle, go up, come back down the other leg, go up Old Waterville, and then when I come back through, I'll just go straight through to cover that little bit that I missed right now. So that little triangle that I thought was going to be like a quarter mile one way and like half mile overall turned out to be like maybe 100 feet. I started on it, look up, and there's the trailhead. I was like, oh, well, that took me all of 3 minutes to do. Well, up till now, the trail, Old Waterville Road, has been really obvious because I think it used to be a road. Maybe that's why it was called that. So, but it gets very narrow and overgrown here. But it's nice to have a little variety in our trails. Keeps it interesting. Some wild blackberries on the trail. The trail has mostly been like this for a while now. A little overgrown. But this is why I specifically chose to Redline, because I want to walk down the less taken path. Do it in my life, why not do it literally? Well, here we are. The parking lot / entrance to the start of the Waterville Road from the other end. Trailhead sign. Cross under the power lines right there. And now I have to head back. Except I think we're going to have a snack because I am hungry again. And then I'll head back. Actually, no. Let's be honest. I'm going to eat while I walk because there's no place to sit, and honestly, I don't need a break. I just want to get back to the car. All right. These pine-covered sections, along with the chill in the air, it makes it feel like fall. Even though it's only still August. I don't want summer to end, but at the same time, I love fall. It's my favorite season, I think. And it's making me really, really happy right now. So this is the nice bit about doing a trail backwards, or coming back, you've already done, is you can recognize your favorite part. So like, after I was done, I was like, oh, that was my favorite part. But I got to go through it again. This sort of ledge overlooking the road. I don't know why I like it so much, but I just do. Well, once again, I'm editing a video and realize that it just ends with no sort of explanation or outro or anything. So I'm going to add that in now. The trails overall were fantastic. They were fun trails, very easy. In fact, as I was doing them, it occurred to me, like, because they are cross-country ski trails, they would be great for snowshoeing. And I am a snowshoer, and a lot of the trails in the White Mountains are not safe to do in the wintertime, or the access roads are closed, or it's just outright deadly. I'm not confident enough to try to do something like Mount Washington in January. I know people do it, but some people die doing it, so that's not really a risk I want to take. But a nice, easy cross-country ski trail at the base of a mountain in the winter is ideal for snowshoeing. And in fact, in Waterville Valley, I've snowshoed along a lot of the trails they have off the resort for skiers. And so I have decided to sort of reevaluate how I'm picking my trails. I mean, obviously, I outlined that there was no method to my madness. I literally just picked one trail and then started working my way along. But because I do those sort of easier trails, and I had originally thought I would do Smart's Brook Trail next. But again, that's an easier trail, one that could easily be done on snowshoes. So now I'm going to hold it for winter when I'm looking for some winter hiking and I need something that's a little bit easier or safer than maybe above tree line or really steep and rocky. And that would be a great one. So now I'm looking at a different region. So the next round of videos will be in the Moosilauke area, because I'm going to start trying to get all those done before winter. And then I'll come back to Smart's Brook once we've got some snow cover and I can hike up in my snowshoes. But yeah, the trails themselves were fantastic. Great easy hikes because they are designed for cross-country skiers. Even the hardest one was easy for a hiker. And I thought that as I was coming down it, I was thinking, oh, it was Tri-Town. I was thinking, ooh, this would kind of be hard on skis. I've only been cross-country skiing once in my life, but I am a downhill skier, so I am very familiar with what it takes to get up a hill on skis. And it's a workout, not something I want to do. So I would not want to go up Tri-Town Trail in skis, and I think it was marked a black diamond, and I definitely agree with that, because as I was coming down, I'm like, ooh, this would be hard coming up in skis. But in snowshoes, it won't be a problem. But I'm probably not going to do it again in snowshoes. But I might come back and do it in snowshoes, just because it was such a pretty area trails, and they were great, and they're easily accessible from the road. There was a lot of people, like just locals, I think, just come to run the trails or walk their dogs on the trail in the morning before work, because I saw a whole bunch of people show up crack of dawn when I got there, and then by the time I got back to my car for my breakfast, they were all gone. So I think they were all just people who live nearby, just use it for their morning exercise, and then they leave to get ready for work. Parting thoughts. Great set of trails, and I'm looking forward to doing Smart's Brook this winter.